Hello, I'm Claire Louise, HeavenBeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's the full moon in Taurus, yay! Just going on the live. Turn down the volume. There you go. How's the full moon for you? Full moon in Taurus. I got my coffee. I got my cards. I've got the lighting sorted out today as well. Should be looking a bit brighter. And I picked out a card for today. So I'm going to be talking about the full moon energies today. Just wait for some people to come on. So you can still get a full moon reading that's still available today, $20 off. 3 pages of guidance for you from your higher self about this full moon. You're welcome to book in for one of those. I've got space to be able to do them today, so as usual, you get it within 24 hours of booking. So, picked a card out from Colette Baron Reid's deck for today. And it's interesting because it goes along with other guidance that we've got about this full moon. And it is go the distance. This is about looking at the big picture, going for what you want, sticking with it, not settling. It's looking at the long-term goals, doing what's right for your long-term goals rather than the short-term, just like short-term instant gratification kind of things, you know. And so, I've been saying that this full moon, it's all about looking at the big picture. It's about going for what you really want now. It's not about the little struggles in life, trying to manifest the next step, trying to manifest those little things, trying to fix little things in our lives. It's about having that vision of the life that you really want, of the big stuff, and then going the distance, sticking with it. Not going for the instant gratification, not succumbing to those sabotages anymore, not succumbing to the addictions anymore. All those sabotages that we have that stop us from being present, that stop us from actually going the distance and moving toward that bigger vision that we've got for ourselves. So it's an exciting full moon. It's very new moonish, this full moon. I like it. So the daily read, I can't even remember. It was about an hour ago that I watched it. I can't even remember what was in the daily read this today, but I'm sure it'll come back up when I pick the cards out. Hey, Eldine, how are you? Where are you watching from? So we had Loy Krathong yesterday, which is a Thai festival, a Buddhist festival. They always have the festivals on the full moon. And Loy Krathong, New Hampshire, America. Loy Krathong is a festival where they make these boats. They're like boats, like the little floaty things with flowers in them. They have candles and incense. And you put your hair and a bit of nail and some coins in it. You light the candle and the incense, and then you go to the ocean and you make a wish for yourself, and you make a wish for someone else as well, and then you put it in the ocean and it floats off and it takes all of those things and it brings you good luck and it actually clears your karma and your sins. And so that's what I was doing last night. If you wanted to see my Krathong, which is the boat thing, the flowery thing that you put in the ocean, then I put a picture on social media. You can check it out. Kind of a nice ceremony. There's lots of singing and dancing and stuff. Very traditional Thai. So that was our full moon here. So the full moon was I think it was about 4 hours ago. I think it was about 4 a.m. here. Full moon. How's the full moon for you, Algene? So the card of the day, we've got go the distance. So this is about sticking with those intentions, not settling for less, not going for those little wins, or trying to manifest just the next step or just a little bit more, or trying to manifest the problems. It's not being in that struggle anymore. It's about having a big vision for your life, of the life that you really want, and going the distance, sticking it out, going for it. Not succumbing to those short-term instant gratification sabotages that we do, the addiction, stuff like that. That's very much what this full moon is about. It's letting go of all of those things, letting go of the stuff that's keeping you in short-term, and it might feel like you're in the moment, but when you're really present, you're going for those long-term goals. You're sticking it out. Oh, gee. Hey, Warren. It's a little cloudy, so I can't see it at the moment. Last night it was bright and wonderful. Yeah, last night it was beautiful here as well. I didn't take a photo of it, but yeah, it was bright and shiny. Freezing cold where Warren is. Where are you, Warren? Where in the world are you? Full moon. I do like full moons. Alaska. Sounds freezing. It's a little bit cold here at the moment. It's like 27, 28 degrees. I know it's hot for everyone else, but it feels cool for us. Because we're used to it a lot warmer. Okay, let's pick some cards out for today. So for those of you who haven't been here before, I go deeper into the daily energies, which today is the full moon. 38. Are you talking Fahrenheit there? I'm in Celsius. I don't understand Fahrenheit. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know, it'd be like 90 or something Fahrenheit. Well, maybe 80, I don't know. I don't understand it. Okay, deeper into the daily. So yeah, after I've gone deeper into the daily energies, I'm going to pick some cards out for myself for the day, and then pick some cards out for you guys. 4 degrees C. Oh my God, that's cold. Yeah, that's cold. When I lived in Australia, the most southern place that I lived in Australia, so not tropical, subtropical, that would get down to about 9 degrees at night. It never got down to 4 degrees. But it felt really cold there because like 9 degrees is cold. But the houses, of course, are built for the heat there and here. They're not built for the cold at all. So if you can imagine like living being in those temperatures and living in just like a cardboard box, it's like that. You really feel the cold much more. Can't spell it. What are you trying to spell? Fahrenheit. Yeah. Fahrenheit. It was Fahrenheit. Some German, probably. Okay. Yeah, so the full moon. These are the energies that we've got for today, going deeper into it. So we've got respect and one step at a time. Just move my coffee. I've got full light on this. Yeah, respect and one step at a time. This means this going the distance, this looking at the big picture, this holding out for what you want, this going for what you want and taking clear steps toward it. One step at a time. It's all based on respecting yourself now. So that the sabotages that we have, those addictions that we have that stop us from doing that stop us being present, that stop us moving toward those long-term goals. The sabotage is like just accepting the scraps or something, or stopping yourself from being functional by addictions, or actually sabotaging something that you're moving towards. So maybe sabotaging your business because you get sick or something like that. There's all kinds of sabotages that we have, but they're all based in lack of respect. Because when we're respecting ourselves, we're moving toward our big goals. We're doing the best for ourselves. And so when you're growing in self-respect, it's not like a sudden thing. It's like one step at a time, It's like you can't just like drop everything, drop all your sabotages. Like you're not even aware of your sabotages, right? Because it's just normal. It's normal. And then as you become aware of them one step at a time, then you let them go. And sometimes that's not fast either. Sometimes that's one step at a time too. But this is the basis of it. So this is what this full moon is about. It's about all of the, I'm hearing like past 6 months of raising our self-respect is manifesting now in this full moon. And we're actually moving. It's like, I don't know, it's like drawing a line in the sand, this full moon. It's like, okay, stopping those old patterns and moving toward what we want now because we've built this self-respect, which is awesome. What else have we got going on in the energies today? And that was the message yesterday, wasn't it? It was like one step at a time. It was like we don't need to figure it all out. Even the things that we've got to let go of, we don't need to figure it out. But the universe will show us. It's not like we've got to focus on these things and figure it out ourselves. We just need to ask because the universe will show us. Yeah. Okay, we've got right and fear of lack. Okay, yeah. So the daily energies were about abundance too. And so we're leaving behind abundance worries. If you think about it, abundance worries, abundance problems, struggle with money. Excuse me. Struggle with money. It's all about that short-term thing. It's not about going for your long-term goals. It's about, paying that next bill. It's about short-term gratification in a way when you're in fear of lack. And it kind of feeds on itself, keeps you, it might seem like it keeps you in the present, but it keeps you in the short term. It's not really the present, it's the short term. It's not that expansive, going for big goals, going for what you really want. And so this is saying, write it down. When you write things down, you get clarity. When you write things down, you can let it go. So maybe this full moon, you know how the full moon practice, you can write down your worries and things that you need to let go of and then burn that piece of paper. That's a great thing to do. The moon kissed you. England must be worse. England is always worse. Oh, the cleaners outside. England's always worse. It's miserable. I've been writing things and burning them. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so this is like, write your money worries down, write the fear of lack down, write all those short-term things down, It's like when, in my business, right, if I'm not focused on like my big goals, like reaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, getting 10 customers a day, if I'm just like focused on, if I've got money worries and I'm just focused on paying the bill or paying the rent, my business just goes downhill. And so to get yourself out of fear of lack, it's like, write that down, give it up to the moon, write it all down, hand it over. It does help, yeah. Writing things down, it gets it out of your head too. When you've got a problem and you're thinking it over and over and over again, and you're thinking the same thoughts over and over again, and it never gets you anywhere. Okay? It never gets you anywhere. And so writing it down, lets it go. You're wonderful, you'll get there for certain. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think we're up to like 600 subscribers now. I was at 300 about a month ago. And I started making the more videos and stuff, so yeah, I'm sure it'll go much faster. Okay, more, yay. More energies for this full moon. We've got brilliant and you're on track. And so this go the distance, you're on track to it already. And it's always the way. And this go the distance, it's not toward things that you're deciding now. It's stuff that you've decided a long time ago. It's getting us to focus on it now. Is to get us in alignment. It's not to ask for it. We already asked for it. Already on track to it. It's to get us in alignment. It's to get us on the same page. So yeah, you're on track to this brilliance. This brilliance. Pull a rabbit out of the bag. Hey Warren, I had it washed. My laundry lady washed it. Now it smells lovely. So that's great news. We're on track. What's it going to do? I was going to shut mail down. Quit that. Yeah, so I've asked for 10 customers a day and I'm getting about 3 or 4 a day now, which is awesome. Really awesome. So yeah, I can only imagine the amount that's going to come in when I reach 1,000 subscribers. Coffee. Yeah, so that's important to know because this comes out so much in people's readings, is that you're on track. Especially the thing about we've already asked for what we want, even if you haven't really fully formulated it. You've gone through life and you've had preferences and stuff, and your higher self in the universe knows that stuff, knows what you want, it knows what will be best for you. And you're on track, it's leading you there already. It's not like you've got to think about it in the moment, you've got to keep on asking for it and stuff. You don't. Once is enough. Back to clear and pulling good cards. Yeah, it had some junk in it too. When I took all the cards out, and I've got a similar bag, but it's black and it's got upside down elephants on it that I put my iPad in. And so I shifted the cards out into my iPad bag. Oh, and there's like hair and dirt and stuff in the bottom of this bag. So it was a good clean out. I'm sure the cards didn't like that. Being around dirt and hair. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Best message of the day. This full moon, freedom from worry. It's like getting on that track to the long term, getting on the track to what you really want in life. Frees you from all the worries that you have, frees you from all that short-term stuff. Worry. Wow, so good. And it's all founded from this respect, this self-respect that we've been learning and practicing. So yeah, especially around abundance, I'm hearing there's going to be no worries about that anymore, which is fantastic. Let's see what Colette Baron-Reid says about this card, going the distance. It's like erase the card down. Go the distance. Endurance, strength, the long haul. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current experience. Of course, because current experience is manifestation of previous energy. So it might be manifestation of your energy 6 months ago, in which case you've done a lot of inner work since then. So pay no attention to current fluctuations. Just keep your eyes on the prize, that long distance, long-term stuff. Joy and disappointment commingle. That's a good word. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities. So there's no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Great things coming up. I'm just going to read the prosperity message for this one as well, just because we've got so many messages about abundance here. Your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. What was I just saying? This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You'll experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire, not stroke the fire. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you're in the right place right now. That's awesome. Yeah, and this is what I'm doing now as well. I mean, I've tapped into these energies maybe a bit before this full moon, because I started, doing the marketing on my YouTube channel and doing that. And I realized the reason I'm doing this, was because I want the consistency. I want the constant flow. I want new customers every day. And I realized if I wasn't being consistent, and I need to be consistent, and that's that long-term thinking. And so it took me, more than a month of consistent working without being paid for it. I was still getting the usual that I was bringing in, but not that constant flow, not the abundance, the long-term abundance that I wanted. And so just kept on doing it, and I knew that it would pay off, because of course you attract back what you're giving out. So giving consistency out brings consistency back. So yeah, and it works for everyone, whether it's you've got your own business or not. If you're in a job and you're committed to like bettering yourself, going for a promotion or something, and then you're signing up for all of the courses or whatever to get you there, and you just keep on working toward it, then you get it. You know what doesn't get it is the short-term thinking, that entitlement thinking where you want it straight away. You know, we're so used to instant gratification now with having the internet and everything. You know, we've got phones, like phones that are more powerful than computers, you know, like massive computers that would take up a whole room when I was a kid. And they give us instant information. We get used to that. And then we think that the universe works like that too. And it's like, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And so you've got to get out of that instant gratification, that entitled thinking, you know, the kind of people that want the promotion without even working for or proving themselves or learning to be there. They just think that they're entitled to it. And it's like, no, you've got to work toward it. You've got to work toward it. You've got to put out that energy first to get what you want, because those that put out that energy will get it. Those that go the distance will get what they want. So yeah, this is where I don't agree with a lot of the law of attraction teachings. It's like you can just wish it and it comes. It's a big part of it. Mindset is a big part of it. And focus is a big part of it. But it doesn't just magically come. You've got to be putting out that energy too. You've got to be acting. You've got to be taking that action, putting out that energy. Consistently delicious. It's the grind. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be grind. You know, it can be easy. And it's better if it's easy. It's like videos for me are really easy. It's so easy for me to come and chat with you guys and do this with my morning coffee than it is to just sit in bed drinking my morning coffee, looking at my screen, waiting for customers, you know? It's like, you do the things that are enjoyable. It's not a grind, it's not hard. And then that shows that you're really on track. Same with hustle. People say the grind and the hustle. It's like hustle. To me, that the meaning of the word is to con people. Yeah. And that's not what it's about. So yeah, not so much the grind or the hustle, it's more just aligned action, constant aligned action. And of course, to get the aligned action, to get that inspiration, to get that intuition for the action to take, requires the mindset stuff. So that's why the wishful thinking is good, to get you on track with that. Cool, I'm going to get my cards out for the day. Chicken's in at the moment. I had to take a bell off her again because she's just way too noisy when she's got it on. It's all you to hear. You won't hear me. Oh, God. Yeah. Keep on being creative and ignore the jealousy. I had an incident yesterday where I was in a place and they were all nice to me and everything. And I'd just been to the gym. So I had my gym gear on and I was looking all ripped and everything. And when I left, one of the staff of the place started bitching about me. The other person in there. So I didn't understand everything she was saying, but I knew it was about me. And of course, you can tell when someone's bitching, even if they're bitching in another language. But I did understand what the other one said. The other one said, "Stop it, she's listening. She's right there, she's listening." And yeah, and you know, she's nice as pie to me to the face. And then I'm like, well, what is it? Okay, so maybe it's that I'm going in there in my gym gear and she's jealous. You know, it's like, it looks to people on this island like I'm not doing anything, like I'm not working, I'm just going to the gym and looking after myself and having all this money to do whatever I want. That's what it would look like, because of course they don't see me doing this. They don't see me at home working. So yeah, this is like, I wonder if more of that's going to happen. The more you shine, the more that kind of stuff happens. So just keep on being creative anyway. And it's a shame because I really like her. Arista, she's by the door. She's sat on her back at the moment. She's looking the inside of her thighs. It's a weirdo. So she chased me. I went down to the pool to have my coffee before. She chased me back up, and now she's wearing a bell. Like you can hear her coming. You can hear her like galloping around behind you. Wow. Yeah, she brought me a bird once. She brought me flowers once as well. I think she was trying to bring me a butterfly or something that she caught that had landed on flowers, but she ended just with this mouthful of flowers, which was really sweet. This is for me too. I've got be still, keep quiet, lovers. Not time to speak yet, huh? Mm-hmm. Maybe wait for him to. When I was walking away from the festival last night, getting a lift home with my friend, one of my Thai friends that I've been training with walked past. And she was like, me and then him. And so, what's the betting? I go to training this afternoon and they're all like, who were you with? Who was that you were with last night? Yeah, she brought me a bird one time, the chicken cat. And she was doing, you know, when cats have something, they do a different meow. Of course, because the mouth is full of whatever it is they're bringing you, but it's a different kind of call that they do. So she was doing that weird call. I wondered what was wrong with her. I went to the door and opened it, and she ran inside with this bird. Chased her out so fast. I'm like, do not let go of that bird in here. I wasn't looking at her eyes. I was just trying to get her out. Did I? I've not noticed that. Their eyes light up. Whoa. Okay, who wants a reading? Yeah, it sucks when people are jealous. And it's like, it's a juice place too. It's a fresh juice place. So it's like healthy people go there. So she's bitching about me because I'm healthy. And that's like, you know, I'm playing a really unhealthy fat person at the gym who just bitches about everyone that's working out there. It's not a good match. And that's first. Okay. That's first whether she likes it or not. Travel location. I thought you were going to Mexico, or you like traveling before that, after that. You're going to, or if you haven't decided where in Mexico. I thought you were going to Mexico. No more Mexico. The wall too high for you. Oh, it's dangerous. Yeah. I don't know. I think America's more dangerous than anywhere in the world. Looking from the outside. Adapt. You've got good cards. So this is full moon. Full moon. I'm scared of America. I don't really want to go to it. It looks terrible. Adapt. This is about your full moon. Joy, 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 joy. And this Be with Nature card, it's not about getting out into nature. It's about it being a natural, it being your natural way of being now. It's like no struggle, no trying to fix things, no trying to heal things. Like the standard way of being will be joyful. Imagine a life like that. Where it's your new normal. That's what it's saying. It's your new natural, it's your new normal. Joy. So yeah, where relationships are concerned, it's like, it's not the hard work and the trouble and all of that. It's joy, the joy of it. Same with work too. Take the risk of that, feel it, that joy now. It's like, are you kind of scared that you're going to get the same all over again? You're going to get the same struggles, you're going to get the same, more of the same kind of things, like more of the same kind of problems at work, more of the same kind of problems in relationships, more of the same like financial difficulties, more of the same kind of struggle. Yeah. This is saying like, or take the risk and feel the joy instead. Maybe everything's changed. Maybe everything's changed. I don't know, just something just popped in my head then, an example, but it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really feel right. But it was like, you know, when you stop doing something. Now imagine if I were to take a painkiller every time I went to training, before I went to training, to so that I didn't feel inflammation in my knee or something. And then there'd be a certain point where you'd go, okay, I won't take that painkiller anymore, and I'll just see if it's okay now. This is like the same thing. It's like sometimes you've got to drop your defenses and see if it's changed. Drop that thing that you've been doing to protect yourself and just see if it has changed. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's like milk. You know, I had a really bad reaction to milk. I used to be so allergic to it. But every now and then I'd try just to see if it had changed. You know, it's like, and it has changed. It has changed now. I'm not allergic to it anymore. Now I'm eating yogurt every day. I've got cream in this coffee. I can have milk in coffee too. It has changed, and so the same. It's like things have changed now. So take that risk and feel it. Warren, I decided on Sedona, Arizona. Good for my heart, healthy, happiness. I can hang out with fellow extraterrestrials. Yeah. Sounds good. I've heard good things about that place. Maybe if I went to America, I'd go and hide out there. Yeah, don't be afraid, or Dad. See if joy can be your new normal. Because they're saying it is now. It can be. And so, be brave. No, like when I was growing up, I think maybe a lot of other people have had this experience. Is when, you know, when you're a kid and you're having so much fun, like you're having crazy fun, you're hyper and you're giggly and you're just having so much fun. The parents would turn around and say, it'll end in tears. And there would always be this fear that joy always ends in tears. Like you get the opposite of it. You get what you don't want from feeling joy. And so it's like that too good to be true kind of belief, or that things will turn around. You know, it can't be too good because things will turn around. Hawaii. Someone told me years ago that I love Hawaii. Yeah, no, I don't. The dragon. Okay, what have we got for Warren? If anyone else wants a reading, then just pop up a message asking for one. If you want it about a particular thing, then ask for it. If you just want it about your full moon, then that's what I'll do for you. Put your dragon your heels. Here's your dragon. Face the situation, lovers. I'd like Sedona and Hawaii. Right, face the situation and lovers, Warren. Face it. What's going on? There's something you've got to face. Maybe you've been shut down to it and your go the distance path. Yeah, okay. Maybe you've been shut down to it and your long distance path does include a partner. And so sometimes we we think it's external conditions. We think that it's the outside world that is not giving us what we want, or it's not even available or something. But that's just our beliefs. It's like the bus that you can't see because you're too busy complaining that there's no buses there. Once I was I remember this as a student, because my mum had taken me shopping and she told me that in the supermarket, the home brand stuff, the shop brand stuff was cheaper than the rest. And this is how big my cognitive dissonance was then, is that I went shopping while I'd gone to uni, I went shopping with my friend. There were tins of tomatoes and she picked the cheap ones. And I went for the shop thing ones. And she said to me, they're more expensive. And I said, no, these shops are brand are cheaper. It wasn't. like literally one, but I couldn't see it. So she thought I was mad because I was saying that this 23p product was cheaper than the 16p product that she was buying. The bus is there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Where I'm going to say that the bus is there. In someone's book, can't remember whose now, but they write about this example of a woman who was waiting for a bus, and there was a lot of people waiting for buses, and she was complaining. She was like complaining. There's no buses. She was like, I've got to be somewhere, blah blah blah. And yeah, the buses were showing up, and so this whoever's writing this book with this example was just kind of watching her, and everyone else was like getting on buses, but she couldn't even see it. Like she couldn't see. She just carried on complaining that there was no buses, and that she needed to get somewhere. And the buses were showing up. Everyone else was getting on, and he was just like watching her, fascinated. The man who's drowning and the dolphin comes by. Don't know that one. Is that like one where someone's on a roof in a flood and everyone's trying to rescue them? The boat comes along and it's saying, no, it's okay, God's going to rescue me. And then a helicopter comes along, tries to rescue him. It's like, no, it's okay, God's going to rescue me. And then they end up drowning. They get to heaven and God says, and he says, like, why didn't you rescue me? Why didn't you rescue me, God? I had faith. And it's like, I sent you a boat, a helicopter. So, of course, it's our beliefs that stop us from seeing it. So, on that man on the roof, it's their beliefs that God doesn't send boats and helicopters and actual people to save you. It's got to be some kind of other thing. Right? Same with lovers. Face the situation. It's your beliefs. It's not external conditions that are holding it away from you. It's your beliefs. You've got something to face in your beliefs. More. You're deluding yourself at the moment, Warren. Is it true? That's the card asking you, like, your thoughts really true, or are you deluding yourself? Are you telling yourself lies? Or are you just believing something that's not really true? Because a new approach is needed to get on this path to what you want. More meditation helps to see through that, so the lies that we tell ourselves. Because our subconscious is sneaky. It will tell us all kinds of lies. Does anyone else want a reading? Is anyone else lurking? So the lighting is better today, isn't it? Can you see the cards better? I want to hold them up. My new AirPod Pro should be arriving tomorrow. That's very exciting. And my tripod as well. Maybe arriving today or tomorrow. I get everything sent to the stadium because there's always people there. The post doesn't get delivered here. They can't be bothered. But they'll always deliver it there, and I go there training every day, so that's good. You're welcome. Full moon. I like it. Hey, Angel Destiny. Welcome. Where are you watching from, Angel? You can have a reading. Let's see what's going on. Ooh. See what's going on for your full moon. So, you know, this full moon, it's all about having your eyes on the prize, on big long-term goals, with the lifestyle that you really want, the life that you really want. It's on those big things. It's not about the little struggles or manifesting a little bit more or trying to let go of things. It's not about that anymore. It's like, forget all the short-term stuff, all of that instant gratification stuff. Forget all of that. Go for the big stuff, right? So that's your foundation for this. Angel Destiny, you're in New York. You've got create and brilliant. So this is asking you to get focused on what would be brilliant in your life. As I said, not on that short-term stuff, not on the little stuff, but what do you really want? Because when you go for those big goals, like I'll show you the card of the day that we got. It's go the distance, right? So that's focusing on long-term goals, taking action toward it, just ignoring the short-term stuff and the stuff that's manifesting. Stuff that's manifesting now is based on your old energy. And so when you set your sights on the long-term stuff and you just go toward it, you forget about the short-term stuff, then you'll really create something brilliant. And so if you find, Angel, that you've been focused on short-term stuff, the small stuff, the little struggles, paying the next bill or something like that, or just getting to that next level, this is like saying, no, go for what's brilliant. We've got a big time of moving toward our destiny at the moment. The destiny is like the really big stuff. It's not just like, the next relationship that's a little bit better than the last time. It's not about just, increasing your business just a little bit. This is about really changing gears and shifting it to what you really want, what's in your destiny. So create what would be brilliant for you. And that's about shining your brilliance too. Sharing your brilliance with the world. Yeah. And yeah, again, it's like have patience with the results. So the grace card is about the flow of good, the flow of life, the flow of good stuff coming to you. And it does flow, but you need patience. Because the action that you're taking now, remember, go the distance, the action that you're taking now is going to pay off later. It's going to pay off later. And it's only if we have no resistance to something that stuff can manifest instantly. So when we think about an old friend and then suddenly call us, that kind of stuff, we've got no resistance to it. It's small. But we're not talking small stuff now. We're not talking small stuff at all. We're talking stuff that is really important, like really important. Your destiny is the really good stuff. So we have resistance to that. We have beliefs that contradict it. We have doubts and insecurities in ourselves. And so when you've got resistance, there's a path to it. There's a path to that manifestation. You've got to be patient for those results. But if you just keep on down that path with the faith, then you will reach your goal. You will reach your goal, but it's not going to happen straight away. You're going to get grace that will start flowing, but it's not the big things that will flow straight away. It will just be like little glimpses, the little things that flow along the way. And the more you carry on with that, on that path, trusting it, the more it will carry on. And what this full moon is about too, the dark side of this full moon is about the sabotages, when we stop ourselves from going the distance, the addictions, when we give up, when we just say, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore, and we do whatever we do to sabotage this stuff. It's like old patterns, don't do that anymore. Don't go for instant gratification. Don't think that you're entitled to massive manifestations instantly without working toward it, without releasing resistance. There's always work to be done, toward what we want. And so have patience, because it will come. That's cool. If anyone wants a full moon reading, I've got space today for those. Still $20 off. You can find them. Where can you find them from here? You can find them on my social media posts. I've got links to it. Or a YouTube channel on the full moon videos for your star sign. It's got a link. This replay will have a link as well. 43 minutes. Remember, 43 minutes. You're welcome, Angel Destiny. Keep your eyes on the prize. Anyone else lurking? Want a reading? Is the light better today? Does the lighting look better? I took the lampshade off the lamp because it's like a dark blue light shade, like the one back there, which isn't dark, but it is pretty dark. It's a dark colour for a light shade. It stops a lot of the light from coming out. So now it's just like a bad bulb. It's lighting me up better. Yeah, it's lighting the cards up better too. These cards, they've got it's golden writing, and so you've got to get the angle right for it to show up. And the sound, I don't know, the sound, I watched the replay yesterday's, and the sound wasn't, yeah. It's just outside. It's Chicken's friend. Comes and says hello, and so the bird, it just sits on the railing out there, and it poops on the railing, and it just yells at Chicken. She's looking at the bird. Sometimes she starts talking to it, you know, like cats talk to the birds. She's doing it. Can you hear it? The bird was thinking of coming down. Yeah, so sometimes there used to be two of them, but now there's just one. We always used to hang around together. Always the same bird. Sometimes when Chicken's not here, he comes and says hello to me, yells at me, just like looking through the window, yelling at me. I don't know what kind of bird it is. It's about big, dark, a little bit of yellow or white around the eyes, but apart from that, it's just dark. But it's far enough now. Did Chicken eat? Did Chicken eat his friend? He seems friendly. It seems like he likes her. Because whenever she's asleep in here and the bird arrives and he starts yelling at her and she's fast asleep, I say, Chicken, your friend's here. Chicken. Let me see her. Yeah. Okay. And she's getting amongst the wires. I can't grab her because I'll end up pulling the microphone down and things. You get the good view. I get the bad view of all the crap. That's the worst thing about making videos. Like when I do it outside, I've got the really bad view, you've got the good view. Okay, if anyone else is there, you're welcome to have a reading. Just pop up a message saying hi, and I'll do a reading for you about your full moon. Full moon in Taurus. I'm happy. I'm a Taurus, so I understand these energies. And of course, we're in Scorpio at the moment as well. I like Scorpios. My eldest son's a Scorpio. I understand Scorpios. They're the opposite to Taurus, but we get on really well. Yeah, maybe Chicken ate the night. Okay, well that's that then. No one else is asking for a reading. I'm out of here. I'll get on with my readings for the day. Lots of readings come in again, which is awesome. Thank you everyone for booking those. Also for subscribing to my channel, clicking like on this video too. It all helps, and the comments help too. Also, I hope you post this. Post what? Also, I'm going to be doing a special offer soon. I'm going to be picking out, maybe I'll start it in December. But that's a long time to wait, isn't it? Maybe I'll start it this month. That everyone that comments on, every subscriber that comments on a video is going to get put into a draw for a free reading. And then I'll draw one person out randomly at the end of the month, last day of the month, and give them a reading. Because comments on videos help, and I don't get many comments. It helps YouTube put my stuff out there. Share my videos to more people. Thank you, Odette. Yeah, happy full moon to everybody. Post the video. I always post the videos. What are you talking about, Warren? Thank you for coming along. Thank you for clicking like on this and all the rest of it. And I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Have a great evening or day or whatever it is. Neighbor Moon. You're funny. Bye, Angel. Come along again, Angel. Your reading was awesome. Your energy's good. Bye.